The world we live in today is vastly different from the world we used to wake up to 4 months ago. Much has changed around us. The way we learn, the way we study, the way we work, and the way we interact. But thankfully, a lot of it still remains the same. Our ability to love and laugh, to be kind and giving, and more importantly, to be humane and human. Like Rudyard Kipling wrote in his famous poem, If, which is written from a father to a son. If you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And what's more, you will be a man, my son. With that thought, I'd like to welcome all of you to the ICT and Social Science Week version 2. To begin the day on an auspicious note, we have the prayer. Our prayer is a verse from the Rig Veda, Sangachhadavam Sambadhadavam. The meaning of the prayer resonates with the time and goes something like this. Come together, speak together. Let our minds be all of one accord. Let our speech be one. United our voices, sharing a common purpose. We worship as one. Let our aim be one and single. Let our hearts be joined as one. United be our thoughts, at peace with all. May we be together in harmony.
Sangachhadvam samvadadvam samvo manansi janita Sangachhadvam samvadadvam samvo manansi janita
Samano mantra samiti samani samanam mana sahchita mesha Sangachhadvam samvadadvam samvo manansi janata.
Thank you, Divyakshi and Sahil, for that melodious beginning. The biggest challenge that we face in these times is how to retain the spirit of humanity. When you see young kids dying on the road, when you hear of people being thrown out of houses because they have the disease, or of health service providers being assaulted for just doing their job. It is fortuitous that our theme for the year is Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, which has been taken from the Sanskrit shlok. Ayam nijaha paroveti ganana laghu chetsam udar charitanam tu vasudev kutumbakam, which reminds us all that the whole world is one family. We now have Rajasri, Sanjana, Sana, and Amrita depicting the thought through their graceful dance movements.
विश्व प्रेम की ओढ़ चदरिया, विश्व प्रेम की ओढ़ चदरिया सच्चे सुर में गाता है।
एक सुरीली आवाज़ है, सूरज नए उगाता है। जागा हुआ भारत है ये, जागा हुआ भारत है ये, जागा हुआ भारत है ये, जागा हुआ भारत है ये। जय जय भारत, जय भारत, वसुधैव कुटुम्बकं भारतं, जय भारतं।
नई राहें लिख देंगे आशाएं। तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय अंधकार को जीते मन, यही प्रार्थना करता भारत, विजयी भव मानव जीवन। विश्व प्रेम की ओर, विश्व प्रेम की ओर चदरिया।
Thank you, friends. That was inspiring. And now, the much awaited event of the assembly, the quiz competition. I would like to read out the rules of the game before we begin. The rules are as follows. Fastest finger first. Speed will play an important role in your scores. Your position on the leaderboard will be dependent on the speed of responding and the accuracy of your response. Performance of all the players of a team will collectively decide the result. No consideration will be given to any kind of connection interruption. Ensure not to make spelling errors while typing text responses. Now, I would like to call Vanya Dugal to conduct the quiz with me.
Good morning to all the participants present here today. I would request all the participants to log on to the site joinmyquiz.com. I would like to repeat that only the participants whose names is displayed on the screen to log in to joinmyquiz.com. While the participants log in, I would like to introduce you to the teams. The first team that we have is a terrific trio comprising of Kashvi Tayal, Ishan Agrawal, and Aditya Kathane. Team 2, the Nacreous Nebula, consists of Parth Mathur, Anmol Dhingra, and Diya Bhatnagar. Team 3, the Illuminating Illuminati, consisting of Anmol Das, Vanya Khanna, and Amber Gogia. And lastly, Team 4, Trivia Ya, consisting of Tanish Thakur, Siddharth Ganguly, and Divyansh Tandon. Best of luck to all the participants.
All the participants will be given 2 minutes to join the quiz. So this is a leaderboard which constantly shows us the progress of the students. The teams have changed their names to rather interesting names. Manya, what do you think of them?
I think they're fairly peculiar names. I mean, brave chickens, tie-dye pandas.
Well, that's
Okay.
true.
For the benefit of the audience, let's take a brief preview at all the questions that the participants will be participating in. What do you think, Aryan?
Yeah, that's right. Let's read the first question. In 2018, who became the first ever person to have her honorary citizenship revoked by Canada?
I mean, I don't know about the first person, but I feel like this is a very peculiar statement to make considering the fact that Canada already has such a low population.
You make a valid point there. Why don't you read the next question?
All right. So, the next question that we have is which Marvel character came up with the name Avengers?
Avengers? What is that?
Hang on. Did you just ask me who the Avengers are?
Well, I've never heard of them.
Okay, before I get into any further debate about this, let's go take a quick sneak peek at the leaderboard.
Well, the Brave Chickens have taken on an early lead, and let me tell you, it is a massive lead. 13,640 points for the Brave Chickens, with the Tie-Dye Pandas only at 6,675 points. What's your opinion, Manya?
I feel like the tie-dye pandas still have a chance to come first, no?
Well, only time will tell. Let's have a look at a few more questions. Okay, so in Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tale, The Ugly Duckling grew into which bird?
I mean, I don't know, but this just feels like a very, very incorrect comment to make. I mean, the ugly duckling, the duckling being ugly. I mean, I don't know. I don't fall in line with it. Don't you think so?
Well, see, I did not write the question, so don't blurt out all your anger on me.
Maybe I'll just move on to the next question. Which other franchise is common to RDJ and Benedict Cumberbatch? Well, I don't know, Aryan, but I feel like RDJ is such a better actor than Benedict Cumberbatch. Do you not feel so?
Well, I tend to disagree because if you listen to their voices, RDJ sounds as if he's a child next to Benedict Cumberbatch, and the role he played in Sherlock Holmes was outstanding.
Well, I don't know. I don't think you know much about it, considering that you haven't even watched The Avengers.
Okay. Anyway, let's look at the leaderboard. And the Brave Chickens still at the first position, with the tie-dye pandas in the in second place. The airy elephants took over the righteous raccoons, and now they've changed back. They seem to be in a constant tussle. What do you say?
Seems to be a very interesting scoreboard, looking at how the tie-dye pandas are almost going to take over the brave chickens.
That's true.
Let's go take a look at some of the other questions till then.
Yeah. So why don't you read one?
All right.
Or you read one, that's fine. The 2018 movie First Man is based on which pioneering personality?
What even is The First Man? What kind of
Yeah.
movie is that?
You haven't seen it? That's strange.
I haven't. Is it? I mean, what would you know, considering you haven't even watched The Avengers? Don't talk about movies.
Okay. Why don't you read the next question?
All right. Which nation has the lowest density of population with just 2 people per square kilometer?
I don't know the country, but I'm sure they don't need to practice social distancing.
Your sense of humor, Aryan, never ceases to amaze me.
Well, I've been gifted.
I don't want to hear any more of your sense of humor, so let's go take a quick peek at the scoreboard.
Yeah.
The brave chickens are really keeping up their lead, aren't they?
They are with almost a lead of 12,000. They seem to be in a constant lead. What do you say?
I feel like the righteous raccoons have taken over really quickly. The tie-dye pandas and the ED elephants need to gear up, definitely.
That's true. Well, the competition between the righteous raccoons, tie-dye pandas, and the airy elephant is extremely close. Now the tie-dye pandas and the righteous raccoons are in a constant fight for the second place, with the brave chickens sitting comfortably at the first position.
This is definitely going to be one hell of a show.
That's right.
Let's go take a look at some of the other questions till then.
So, Dr. Jonas Salk developed the first safe and effective vaccine for which disease?
I mean, I don't know which disease, but I can only cross my fingers and I hope it could be COVID.
That's what the entire world hopes for.
Well, fingers crossed.
Let's go on to the next question. Which country has banned its telecom companies from sourcing 5G equipment from Huawei?
I mean, that sounds like a very Trump comment, don't you think so?
Well, I'm sure he's not giving you the citizenship of his nation after hearing that.
I don't think I want the citizenship after looking at the question. Let's go take a quick look at the sneak peek. Let's go take a quick sneak peek at the scoreboard.
Brave chickens still at top. The righteous raccoons have taken the second place. However, the tie-dye pandas are still fighting.
Oh, look at how the tie-dye pandas and the righteous raccoons have such a close lead. The
That's
tie-dye
good.
pandas can definitely take over. The elephants need to definitely gear up.
Now
It's
it
going to
was
be
a
an interesting fight. Let's go look at some of the more questions till then. Oh, look, I like the question so much. If you're nyctophobic, what are you afraid of? I don't think I know the answer to this question at all. Do you?
Well, Navya, you should know at least this much. And I know that you're afraid of what nyctophobic means. I'm sure of that.
I don't think so. Okay, look at this question right here. Which of these is a variety of apple developed by Italy based? I mean, can you even spell what that word is? What is that written?
I have no idea. Well, let me share an interesting fact with you that the apple is a fruit which many people think has the least variety, but it actually has the most varieties in the world. The apple has 50,000 varieties in the entire world. Doesn't that surprise you?
I mean, not much. The only thing I'm bothered about is that it keeps the doctor away.
Well, You're talking about my sense of humor.
Oh, well, let's go take a quick look at this scoreboard and then it's going to be fun to see how the participants are doing now. Brave chickens
Yes.
never cease to amaze me. The righteous raccoons are taking over though. The tie-dye pandas still have a chance to make the lead considering that they hurry up.
The dairy elephants really need to work hard. They're really far behind.
Let's gear up for the tie-dye pandas. Do you want to go and take a quick? Oh look! Just as we speak, the tie-dye pandas have taken up such a crazy lead. If the tie-dye pandas gear up, they can really take over the brave chickens. Don't you feel so?
They can, but they need to keep their focus intact.
While they focus, let's go focus on some of the other questions till then.
Let's do that.
Oh my God, look at this question. 434 million tons of CO2 emitted. That sounds to be a lot of pollution, doesn't it?
Well, thanks to the coronavirus, the pollution all over the world has reduced by a total of 60%, which is a proven fact. So the coronavirus is not as bad as we thought it was going to be.
I mean, I think the only part that I have enjoyed about coronavirus is looking at the really pretty skies outside. Are you fond of pretty skies?
Yeah, sometimes.
Makes a fair deal. All right, let's take some of the other look at questions. Oh, all right. Look at the scoreboard. Seems like the tie-dye pandas have already finished their quiz.
That's correct. Brave chickens have not completed the quiz, but they still have a lead, which means that they're answering more questions correctly and at a faster pace.
That sounds good. The brave chickens have a very fair chance of coming up. The eerie elephants seems to have gained some more points till then as well. That sounds good. The righteous raccoons are almost finished with their quiz. If they hurry up, I'm pretty sure they can take over the tie-dye pandas. It's actually really interesting to notice how the tie-dye pandas are only 2 players yet they're doing so well. Hats off to them.
That's correct.
Do you want to make bets about who you think is going to come first?
Well, as a rule, I don't make bets.
I don't think your sense of humor permits you to make bets anyways.
Okay, that is enough.
Let's go take a last look at some of the questions till then.
Yeah.
And let's encourage all the participants to gear up and speed up as well.
Well, look at that. The person next to that logo over there, doesn't he look like Hitler?
I mean, am I allowed to make a seriously critical comment about your sense of humor after this?
No, I was just sharing my personal opinion. It's not
Oh,
meant to be.
look at that question. With which famous fictional character do you associate the following brand? Can you associate a car to a fictional character? I mean, can you do that?
Well, I've not seen many fictional movies, so I'm not at the right place to judge.
What do you do all day? Read books?
Yeah, psychology is of great interest to me.
Okay, let's just scroll down with the questions before Aryan really bores me off to sleep.
I think we should have a look at the leaderboard because they were very close to finishing the quiz.
Okay, fair enough. That sounds good.
Okay, so the Brave Chickens have 50,000 points now, and they still haven't completed the quiz. The Righteous Raccoons have finished with more points than the tie-dye pandas. The airy elephants are still very behind.
The elephants definitely need to get up.
So the competition remains between the Brave Chicken and the airy elephants.
Well, I think that the righteous raccoons have done really well, and the brave chickens have a really fair chance of coming first, don't you?
I think so, but we must appreciate the tie-dye pandas for giving up such a good competition to the other teams, even though they have one player more.
That's fair enough, and it also seems like the tie-dye pandas, the righteous raccoons, have taken over the tie-dye pandas. considering that the tie-dye pandas were first coming second and now they're coming third.
Okay, so I think we are in a position to end the game now. And I'm very pleased to announce that the winner is the Brave Chicken with 52,020 points. Congratulations, the Brave Chickens. However, the rest of the teams, please do not lose heart. Not only you, but everyone should understand this fundamental principle that man sacrifices his health to earn money and then sacrifices his money to recuperate his health. And then he is so anxious about the future in the present that he neither lives in the present nor the future. He lives as if he is never going to die and then dies having never lived. So rather than wasting your time being sad, enjoy each and every moment that you have on this planet. And when you are at your lowest, remember that the rock bottom is the strongest foundation to build up upon. Now we have the instrumental version of the national anthem. I would request all of you, please rise at your places. That brings us to the end of this assembly. I would like to thank all the participants and the audience, comprising of the students, parents, and the teachers, who made this assembly worth the effort. Stay healthy, stay safe, and remember that life is beautiful. Thank you, everyone.